Hey, welcome back to the Spirituality Corner. This month we're talking about language and whether or not it matters for our spiritual well-being. So take a look at this image. What do you notice? This is the word spirituality in as many different languages as I could find. And some of them are larger because they're more represented in the different languages, and some of them are smaller because they only appeared once or twice. What do you see if you see a language that's your language, that it resonates with you? Ooh, that one's mine. Versus if yours isn't here, shoot, I didn't make that spiritual connection because the familiarity of the language that you speak isn't there. So when we talk about spirituality and language, they're so intertwined because it's who we've been, it's who we've always been. We learn to speak at a very young age, and from then on, that's the major means of communication until dementia enters the picture. And sometimes when I lose words, it feels like I've lost part of my spirit because we no longer can communicate the way we always have. And so what we at PAC talk about is, as my dementia gets bigger, my actual words, language, formal language, I want to think smaller because each word has more impact, and yet I can lose if you give me too many, and then the meaning doesn't quite ring true. And this thing that we have, our body, our face, our facial expressions become a lot more important than the actual words we use. But the rhythm of speech has to be familiar in order for me to feel spiritually or emotionally connected to you, because I am looking for what I've always known instead of trying to figure out this already fairly confusing world around me. So one thing we're trying to do is a new thing that we're trying to offer. We want to lift some spirits, and just with words alone, but fewer words, and maybe just focusing on the ones that feel good. So when it comes to spirituality, keeping that positive attitude, you can do this. Trust. That's one of our cards that we're putting out there. And we've got a few more coming. Check it out if you're interested. But we really just hope to be that light, that spirit lifter. And we can't rely on words to do it, but every now and then a well-placed word can mean all the difference. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next month.